backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Sees a crease. He's past the marker. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. The Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gets rid of it. Out wide left, it's Hudson. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Scanning the field, it's Rivers. Looking down the middle. Holds on, it's Thomas. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. The fake and wants to throw. Tight end getting vertical. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They've got him corralled. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hudson. Unloads to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Acker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed behind the line, it's Scott. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Press center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch, and he's headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Finds his target. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get the...
Touchdown, Red Raider! And the route is on. Lining up for the PAT.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Scott. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving the pocket, it's Hudson. Unloads to the right. Caught, it's Acker. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Finds a crease, it's Scott. Across the 35. Open space at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the move from inside his own 20. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Running inside, it's Williams. Got enough for the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. He'll take it himself.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And they're not on the same page there. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Coleman Williams. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. This is a designed run. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the...
Snags it, and he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rivers. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The run inside, it's Scott. Turning it on! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Left side is Scott. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Right side, it's Robinson. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run it in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for a man. It's Hudson. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Offside. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
They were all over it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. The short hands, it's Fowler. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find